what can we do to integrate meditation into our daily lives? The first thing I'd like to say is
if we don't want to lose balance of life by any means.
You look at the problem like, okay, this is something that you have to deal with it, so you just back off a little bit.
Sawadika. Welcome to Meditation for All, a program for all who love peace and discovering themselves. Some of you who are practicing meditation or thinking about doing it might feel you don't have enough time to meditate as much as you wish. Sometimes we're so busy with work that we don't even have enough sleep, let alone time for meditation. Don't worry, that's a solution. Our meditation master, Reverend Nicholas Thanissaro, will explain how busy people like you and me can make meditation part of our daily activities without spending extra time and energy. As you will hear shortly, meditation is something you can do from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep, bringing you calmness of the mind without disrupting your daily routine. Sound interesting? Let's watch.
welcome back to our mini-series on meditation for beginners. Last week, we have already looked at some of the special approaches which we need to have to study meditation and how to cultivate these to make the maximum progress in our meditation. This week, we're going to be looking a little bit further about how to integrate meditation into our daily routine. Last week, we talked a little bit about the advantage of pretending that we are a child again when we come to meditation, rather than being an adult or a scientist who tend to have a lot of questions on their minds. If we can manage to reduce the questions in our mind, then this will help us more and more to have a calm mind. If we do have questions coming up in our mind, sometimes it's better if we are able to put those questions on one side until our meditation is finished, and only then perhaps to ask someone who is more knowledgeable than ourselves about those questions to settle our doubts. Once there was a parable of a man who had been shot by an arrow, a poison arrow at that. And instead of allowing them to pull the arrow out, the man had many questions about who had shot the arrow, what the arrow was made of, what sort of bow it had been used to shoot the arrow. As the man was waiting for the answers to all those questions, he was gradually dying from all the poison in the arrow. Better that he would pull the arrow out immediately and talk about the questions later. It's much the same thing with our meditation. We need to get down to the practice of our meditation, and that will clear up the doubt sometimes by itself. Avoiding the questions and leaving them for later will help us to have a calm mind to meditate better. When we come to meditating, it's rather like all the things which we would like to gain from our mind are in fact already there. But what we need to do is to try to remove all the other extraneous rubbish in our mind which are covering up and hiding the true qualities of the mind. In this sense, it's rather like doing our laundry, because the clothes we have are already clean, bright, nice colors, but the fact that they're dirty means that they don't look nice anymore. Thus, when we do our laundry, it's rather like moving all the extraneous rubbish from the clothes so that we're left with just the part which we really need. With the mind, it's just the same. And in fact, we can use the same metaphor of doing our laundry when we're talking about doing our meditation as well. It's rather like washing a shirt. I don't know if any of the viewers out there have been washing their shirt by hand recently, but if you've ever done that, you know that there are certain things to remember when you're washing your shirt by hand. One of the most important things to remember is that you don't have to wash the whole shirt, but you have to wash the part which really matters, which normally for a shirt that would be under the armpits or on the cuffs. These are the points which get the dirtiest, so they need special attention when we are doing our laundry. The second thing about a shirt is when we're washing it, then we may need to scrub it a certain amount of times to get any results. Supposing you need to scrub your shirt 200 times to get it clean, if you scrub it only 100 times, then your shirt will not be entirely clean. Last of all, if you overdo it, then sometimes you can end up with a rag instead of a shirt. If your shirt needs to be scrubbed 200 times on the collar and you scrub it 400 times, then you may find that it tears the collar and leaves your shirt unwearable. This gives us 3 principles for doing our laundry, which can also be applied to our meditation. Firstly, you need to do it in the right place. Secondly, you have to do enough of it to get you to the point of success. And thirdly, you need to do it only enough to get by and not to overdo it. With meditation, it's very much the same. Firstly, we need to know where to do our meditation in order to make it work. By where, we don't mean the location, but it means where we are going to be resting our mind. For meditation, this mostly means that it should be placing our mind at the center of the body, not outside the body, not in different parts of the body, but at the center of the body, 2 finger breadths above the navel, the point which you've heard about, I'm sure, from other parts in the program. If we can focus our mind here, then we can save ourselves a lot of time in meditation because the mind will become calm very quickly. The second thing which we need to remember about our meditation is we need to do enough of it to make a difference. It's rather like rubbing sticks together to get a fire. Supposing you need to rub sticks together 100 times in order to get a spark. If you rub the sticks together only 99 times and then go and have a cup of coffee, then you find that you can be there all day and you never will get fire out of your 2 sticks. With meditation, it's just the same. But the sort of minimum which is required to make some progress in meditation is that you meditate at least once a day. If you meditate only every second day, for example, then you find that your mind will go back to its own old habits again. The third principle which we should remember from the point of view of meditation is not to overdo it. Some people are very enthusiastic about meditation when they start. Some people are so enthusiastic that they forget to go to work, or maybe forget about the needs of their family. If you find that your family are beating on your door asking where their evening meal is going to come from every time you sit down to meditate, then maybe you need to put your everyday life in order before you start to do your meditation. If you do want to meditate all day, if you really do want to devote your life completely to meditation, maybe it would be better to become a monk like me, or perhaps a nun, in order that you can devote all your time to meditation and no one will criticize you for it. But from the point of view of meditation, although we can't have too much of a good thing, but you need to be able to integrate it into your everyday life and not to allow meditation to be the thing which is going to cause you to be blamed by others. So if you find a short period of time to meditate each day and gradually work upwards, then I think no one would blame you for that. And you will see that you can make progress in your meditation day by day. So what can we do to integrate meditation into our daily lives? The first thing I'd like to say is that meditation is not just about sitting cross-legged with your eyes closed. Meditation should be a part of our lives, something which we aim to perfect both with our eyes open and with our eyes closed. So the sort of peaceful feeling which we have in meditation should be something which we bring into our everyday life as a whole. And today I'd like to talk about some ways, and perhaps you can do this by integrating meditation into your daily life in every part possible. Supposing you get up in the morning. If you get up early, then maybe you can go and take a shower, do some light exercise, and then sit for meditation. If you're a working person, then maybe you have limited time in the morning. Maybe you wouldn't have as much time as you would like to make a really long meditation in the morning. But nonetheless, you can find 20 minutes to meditate in the morning, then get dressed and go and have your breakfast. As you're taking your shower, instead of just washing yourself with soap on the outside, you can think about your bright object inside your body at the same time that you're washing yourself on the outside. Why not? It doesn't take any extra effort to do that, but it does train yourself in your meditation even while you are doing other things. As you eat your food at breakfast time, instead of just eating your food and thinking about other things, why not imagine that each time you take a spoonful of food, instead of just being a mouthful of food going down your throat, maybe it can be a crystal ball or brightness, which is adding to the brightness in the center of your body as you're eating. After you finish your breakfast, maybe you're on the bus commuting to work, or maybe you're driving in the car or as a passenger in the car. If you're a passenger in the car, or if you are a passenger on the bus, then again on the way to work, even though there may be a traffic jam, you have a good opportunity again to find time to meditate as you are waiting in the crowds. If you're driving, some people have asked whether it's possible to meditate at the same time you're driving. Why not? You can hold a conversation while you're driving, so why not meditate while you're driving? But if you want to be sure, then maybe you can wait for the red light and then sit and calm your mind in meditation while you're waiting for the light to turn green. If you're at work in your office, then you can also try to maintain your meditation as much as possible. But that may be a challenge for you, because I'm sure there are many things to think about as you are in the office. Some of the things you come across may be problems which you have to solve. So, if you are coming across problems in your working life, why not close your eyes to think about them for meditation for a few moments to try to settle out those problems in a more creative way. There's also a special hint, which is every 1 hour you may set your watch to beep in order to remind you to think of your center of your body for perhaps a minute of every hour, in order to try to maintain some of that precious meditation experience as you go through your day. Normally people find themselves tired by their time spent at work, but if you manage to maintain your meditation, I think you'll find that you don't get so involved with the problems, but yet you can use a more creative wisdom from inside to apply to the problems which come up in your working life. Normally by the time people get home in the evening, they'll be quite tired. If you're tired, you may find that even if you do try to meditate, you may not find that your meditation goes very well. Normally it's better to freshen up, maybe take an evening meal, to relax slightly in front of the television, maybe thinking of the meditation in the advertising breaks. Only later, when you feel relaxed and ready, should you find time to meditate in the evening. And the evening is time when you have more time for yourself. As you meditate in the evening, instead of setting a fixed time for your meditation, try meditating until you find that your mind gets to the stage of progress which you reached the last time you meditated. If your mind is not yet clear, then perhaps give your meditation a little bit of extra time so that you can make sure that you have progress each and every time you meditate. And before you go to bed, don't forget that you shouldn't neglect your meditation even at the time when you're going to sleep. Before you close your eyes, you should sit for meditation first, making sure your mind is firmly centered at the center of your body. Only then should you lie down, maintaining your mind at the center of the body as you allow yourself to fall to sleep. If you can do all of these suggestions which I've mentioned, then you find that your everyday life will aid you instead of being the thing which hinders you in your meditation practice. If you can do this each and every day, then when you come to meditate, you find that you're able to make progress without end. So why not try some of these things, if you find they're practical, when you are integrating meditation into your everyday life? Well, already on this program today we've said a lot of nasty things about scientists, but one thing which is very good about science is the detail in which scientists observe the thing under observation. And we can learn something about this too when we come to our meditation. One thing which is very beneficial for those who are studying meditation is to keep notes or a diary of their meditation experience. This is a way to help you to build up your skills in self-observation, so that you're not going to be reliant on a teacher all your life, but you can learn to be a teacher to yourself in meditation. Don't worry, you're not writing down the notes for other people to read. But they should be notes which you're writing down as a way for you to be able to remember and to spot the changes which are taking place in your meditation. Don't write a lot, but try to get to the main points in your meditation as you are writing them down. Maybe the quality, the feeling of your meditation. These are some of the things which you can write down in your meditation. If you find that you are having questions coming up in your meditation, why not write them down so that you can remember them in order to refer them to someone else later on. If we are able to keep a diary on a regular basis, what we'll find that this will renew our inspiration each time we come to meditate. It will help us to have an overview of our progress in meditation, and it helps us to be accountable so that we will sit for meditation each and every day. Otherwise we'll have a blank page in our diary, and we wouldn't like that. And it helps us to give preciousness to our passing experience as well. Some of the best sellers on the market today are known as a meditator's diary, and who knows, if you write down your experiences very well, you may have a bestseller on your hands as well. So in summary, if you keep a meditation diary, you can say that it will help to raise our awareness as to our own meditation progress. Sometimes we don't see the progress from day to day, but we will see it over the course of a week if we keep our notes properly. At first you might not think you're making any progress at all, but once you look back over your diary, you start to see that in fact your meditation is starting to go in a very positive direction indeed. So this week we've been looking at some of the special approaches which are necessary for a study of meditation. We've also looked at some of the ways in which we can integrate meditation into our daily life as well. Next week we're going to be looking a little bit more about the coarse tuning and the fine tuning which are necessary for our meditation progress. But in the meantime, I'd like to encourage you, as always, to try a little bit of meditation each day. Try to integrate it also into your working life, your family life, so that meditation is a part of yourself the whole day long. Try to take note of your meditation experiences in a diary. And in the meantime, maintain your good health, keep your anxieties low throughout the week, and I'll see you again next week.
Thank you, Reverend Nicholas. Now that you know we can do meditation anytime, anywhere, I'd like to encourage you all to try it yourself, whether at home, at work, or in a car. In the next session, we will show you how people in Buddhist societies, such as Thailand, greet each other and what this gesture means, beyond a show of respect and acceptance.
Always the lotus, always the whole heart. In the belief system of ancient India, the lotus symbolizes one's true heart. Also, they believed that giving a gift of a lotus was equivalent to giving one's heart. When both hands are joined in a gesture of prayer, they take the form of a lotus that again aims to represent the heart. In a Buddhist country, people greet one another by putting their hands together, palm to palm, to form the shape of a lotus, and lifting them up to the level of the mid-chest. In this touching manner, the real heart is revealed in the atmosphere of respect and love, as a way to accept one another's role and to treat others in the appropriate way. This is how, in Oriental society, love, respect, and compassion can be made into practical virtues. How kindness can progress alongside technology and modernization. This is the culture of Buddhism. Offers the peace and respect to complement modernization. Take 2.
So, now you know why I'm happy to why my audience at the start of the program. Sometimes we wish we could just run away from all the problems that surround us, perhaps take a leave off work and travel. We can give ourselves a mental escape without the cost of going anywhere. In the following sessions, Reverend Somsak Piyasilo will guide you through a meditation session. He will show you how to reach the gateway to complete mental relaxation, away from all the stress, troubles, and tension that life may bring. So, grab a cushion and join us.
So welcome you back, everyone, to the meditation session again. This is the 4th time we meet, and hope you enjoy meditation by yourself so far. Last time we talked about the hub of life, the hub of the wheel of peace. The physical organs like the head, the arms and the legs, for example, they are just the wheel. But the really core center is the hub of life. And that is where we focus our mind in meditation inside the hub, which is the center of the body. Our Oriental philosophy says a lot about good balancing of nature, good balancing of life. And meditation is the best way to keep balance of life, both physical and mental. And also, it implies very clearly in our meditation that we focus a lot on the center point, and the center is the most balancing point in our life. For newcomers, don't worry, just check your chair. If you don't want to sit in lotus position like I am doing now, or if you prefer a nice corner in your room with your cushion, your sofa, but keep your back upright to prevent it from the pain. So, but for more frequent meditators by now, you can use a small pillow to support you on the floor, and you can sit just similar to the Buddha image. Now let's start meditation in practice. Always we close our eyes gently. Close in a soft manner. Don't force the eyes shut. Just do them softly. Make sure the entire body is at ease, free from stress, like we are now soaked by bright early morning sunlight. The bright light in the morning will clear all away the tension. leaving our body soaked in relaxation and peace. We feel more and more relaxed by the way. The process of relaxing will go on automatically. We'll get more relaxed little by little and naturally. To remind the center point, we think of the turning point of our breathing. With the in-breath, there is a turning point in the center of the abdomen. This is the axis of life. It is also the gateway to get away from troubles of life. If we have troubles, it means we lose balance. But the center here, right in the center of the abdomen, is in perfect balance. So this is the gateway to get away from all the worries and imperfections. To start with, in the center, with the mark of the shining star, our mind enters the center automatically. The center of the body is shining like a bright star. Upon the greeting, the bright star, it greets back with a brighter light. We could welcome more and more millions of stars to come into our center of the body. The center of the abdomen could be like dark night sky, containing millions of stars, millions of glowing, brilliant stars, shining all together at one place, the center of the body. It doesn't matter how many stars we have. Sometimes we have 0 stars. Sometimes we have uncountable stars. Just follow your heart by not forcing the mind to work in the way we want. Let the mind glow with the number of the stars, glow together as one, shining naturally inside the body. The existence at the center is really, really important. When we are fully relaxed, the mind automatically stays at the center. It exists in the center. So we have got two paths together. The first thing is full relaxation. And the second is the existence at the center. So we are now aligned in the center, and then we are fully relaxed. Both will make a perfect balance right in the center of your own body. So we stay perfect in terms of balance and bright light from any number of stars, shining aglow, all together packed up at the center. So we are the observer of the bright center. Keep reminding of the mind at the center. Make sure the awareness of the mind exists right at the center. Every time we are here, we maintain perfect balance of life, physical and mental. If we don't want to lose balance of life by any means, we have to remember this point. This center point maintains perfect balance of life. That is why this point is called the gateway of getting away from troubles. So keep doing this in everyday life, whether your eyes are closed or open. Maintain the awareness of the mind at this gateway any time of the day. Every activity you do, every function you perform, and balance will be restored. Let's share this perfect balance to the world by expanding like a radiation of the sun. Star is turning to the sun in the center, expanding automatically in a bigger and bigger sphere, expanding, covering the whole planet Earth with the light of peace, the light of good wishes and happiness. Let's wish that the world will get back its lost balance, and perfect balance could be restored by means of meditation.
Peace on earth, it's a dream we've shared. Only now it's close to reality. Would you listen carefully and spare me a little of your time? Meditation, haven't you heard? It's the key word for everyone. It's the next human evolution, and you would be the one to share it with the world. Now we join together and make it happen. Let's make the world at peace through meditation. Peace comes from within. At the center of all things is you. Peace and joy with love and your happiness. Light a candle bright inside of you, and it too will light the next one, and the next one, and the next millions of candles will brighten up the whole world. In this world, we know there is hatred, greed and hunger, and suffering. To be free, free from all of these things, remember that the one place peace can be found is within. Now we join together and make it happen. Let's make the world at peace through meditation. Now we'll join together and make it happen. Let's make the world at peace through meditation. Now we'll join together and make it happen. Let's make the world at peace through meditation. From now on, may the bright light of peace at the center of each of you be a beacon for the true and everlasting peace. Let's make the world at peace through meditation. Now we join
Next on our program, we will meet Ms. Nini Gevelin, a businesswoman in the jewelry industry, a wife and a mother of 3. She will speak about how meditation has helped her in her professional and personal life.
สวัสดีค่ะ Hi, my name is Nini Gevelin. I live in Pico Rivera, California, USA. I have lived in USA for almost 30 years. I'm a businesswoman. I work in the jewelry business, and also I'm a mother of 3 wonderful children. I have 2 boys and a girl, 19, 15, and 8 years old. Also, I have a wonderful husband too. Anyway, I have been lived in USA for all my life, and talk about meditation. I have never been interested in meditation at all because I don't understand why do we need to learn meditation. Anyway, about 7 years ago, when I first find the temple, the meditation center in Azusa, I start to go to the temple, and just for one thing, I just want to do the Buddha image. So I do some donation and just to go there, offer the food to the monks, and just like a normal Buddhist way of doing good deed. However, I meet a lot of people and they start telling me and share with me about meditation, that you should learn how to do meditation. So anyway, when I go back to the temple, and when people introduce me to the meditation, I realized that it must be something quite important and everyone should learn how to do meditation. So I start to practice meditation, and you know what, I have to tell you, I love it, every minute of it. I think, you know what, if you can do something for yourself, okay, and give something to yourself, I think it's the best gift that you can do for yourself and share with others. That would be the best gift that you can give to other people. Why do I say that? Because, you know, with lifestyle that we all have, with family and work, you know, it's so busy schedule all the time that we need to be with people around us and taking care of people, the family, and everything. So sometimes you feel like this is it about life, even though I have a wonderful family, wonderful children, but still, sometimes you need that time off for yourself too. So I find that the meditation would help me and guide me to focus about my work and also my family. What makes me say that? Because like my work, you know, sometimes you have to deal with so many people in different level all the time, especially when you're in the management or even higher level, you have much more responsibility. So with meditation, it helped me to focus on not just the problem, take everything, little thing, even though a little smile that you can receive from people, and you give it back to other people. And meditation would teach you inside that life, every minute is so important if you always within your meditation. But because when you practice meditation so much, just like you learn how to ride the bicycle, even though you haven't ride the bicycle for 10 years, when you get on it, you can start balance yourself and be able to ride on the motorcycle, on the bicycle, right? Same thing, if you practice meditation all the time, not just close your eyes and just sit still, but you can do with your busy schedule. And that's what I do all the time. And again, with the family, when you deal with your family, sometimes you feel, you know, sometimes pressure for a lot of problems, you know, like maybe with your busy schedule of your work already, and you have to deal with your own family, school, anything. I'm sure that you guys know and experience what I experienced. But because of meditation, it helped me to focus on, know how to answer all the questions for my children and of course my husband, know how to deal with the problem with everyday life in the, I have to say, wiser way. Because instead of being angry, instead of being so emotional about the problem come to you, you look at the problem differently, because you look at the problem like, well, this is how it is. This is life, you got to deal with it. But people who had meditation would look at that in the smarter way, because you look at the problem like, okay, this is something that you have to deal with it, so you just back off a little bit, or sometimes you get right on it, but you would know how. The only way that you would know how to do that and understand what I'm saying to you, you got to learn how to do meditation first. Then you would understand, and you find yourself that you'll be much happier person, and it will show when people look at you. Because I have people ask me all the time that, what is your secret? What kind of vitamin you take? Why you always look so happy? Why you look so young? What did you do? And I just say, well, there's no secret at all. I'm telling you right now, just do meditation. Give yourself, some time to be with yourself and just meditate. And at the end, I always wish everyone around me and people around the world to have a better life and be happy. When you share that, you feel like your heart, it explodes. You're getting bigger and bigger every day. I'm talking about your heart. You're getting bigger because you can love anyone. There's no limit that you have to love only your family. You can love anyone, anybody, anything. Okay? So anyway, please join me. Try meditation, and you would know that you would not be able to live without it, because meditation can do so much for you and your family, and there's no cost to do meditation at all. Only give yourself the best present that you can give to yourself. So join me, okay? And we'll meet each other through meditation. Good luck to you all, and see you. Take care. Bye-bye.
As you've heard from Ms. Kevalin, the benefits of meditation are many. It helps you make wise decisions and helps you understand yourself and others better. Next, we will meet with Ms. Lalita Yagao, who will explain how and why she began meditating.
สวัสดีค่ะ My name is Lalita Yagao. I work as a supplier relationship management at TA Orange, one of the mobile operator in Thailand. I have been practicing meditation for a year, so I would like to share with you why I take up the meditation. At first, I feel that sometimes I would like to do more merit than just go to the temple and give food to the monk, or just only donate the money. In addition, I have been told that the meditation will give the highest merit, so I would like to try someday. And one day I had a chance to listen to the preaching by the monk that I have respected, and then I took up the meditation led by him. I feel so peaceful, and that preaching made me always want myself to think in the only positive way, and I think it's really good. So I think I already found the way. After I take up the meditation, I think I have more consciousness, more kindness, and more calm, and I try to have it all the time, even I am in the bad situation. Normally, it's very hard to control your mind, like when you are driving to work, but you start thinking about work at the office already. So I start to control my mind by just start with the easier activity first. For example, having consciousness to the current situation, or knowing myself for what am I doing now. For example, like while I walk, I have to know that I am walking and on which side of the feet, and when I stop, I have to know that I already stopped. I think all the exercise technique have different purpose from the meditation. All the exercise technique are emphasized on giving the result to the physical body. You can get the your body fit and firm. You can get a good shape, while the meditation will emphasize on giving you the result to your own mind, like you taking care of your own mind or just giving good food to your mind and your soul. Then you will be more relaxed, more peaceful, more consciousness, and you will get the merit in addition. For the posture of the meditation, I think for the beginner, any posture that makes you feel comfort are fine for you. And when you feel comfort, you can start relax from your head to your eyebrow, to your cheek, and then down to your toe. For the topic about taking a meditation as a group, I feel more focused, especially when I have the instructor lead the meditation. I think the power of mind from a person who have more meditation experience can lead or help the person who have less experience. For the topic about take up the meditation as a group, I think I feel more focused when I take up the meditation with the group, especially when have the instructor to lead the meditation. I think the power of mind from the person who have more experience in meditation will be able to help or lead the person who have less experience. My advice to the beginner, I think you just relax and then focus on your center of the body. But if you don't familiar with your center of the body, you can just focusing on your inhale and exhale first. And once your mind stays still, you can move your focus to the center of the body. When my family and friends know that I take up the meditation, they appreciate it and support me. My father read a lot of Dhamma books, so he know and understand about its result very well. I have ever been to take up the meditation with my father at the temple once. My preference for the meditation technique is start with focusing on your inhale and exhale first, and when your mind stays still, I will move to focus on center of the body and imagine that it's vacant and bright.
Thank you, Miss Yagao. As you have seen, Miss Yagao is an ordinary but wise woman. Just hearing that meditation is the way to gain the most merit, she did not hesitate to begin meditating. So we can all learn from her wisdom. And now it's time to end exercise. Let's meet Miss Laksami in Body and Mind. Sawadee, dear audience. This is the fourth time we met. We're still with Kasem Sukh movement. The movement, the exercise that perfectly match body and mind together, and it is a part of Kasem Sukh program of body and mind rejuvenation. Sawadee, Kun Laksami.
Sawadee, Kun Vishuddha. And today I will bring you to the third posture in all together 10 of Kasem Sukh movement. This one called to read, which is very beneficial to your body and eyesight. So please meet Nong Tram. The third posture is called to read. This is the combination of reading and the act of opening the curtain. Start with stand at ease. Feet apart a little. Place both hands on the abdomen at the level of the center of the body. Softly close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and out slowly to locate the turning point of the breath. In and slowly out. In and slowly out. In and out. Enough to feel the turning point of the breath. Now stand still, open up your eye, free both hands to the side relaxingly for a few seconds. Then put both hands in front like Tram is doing, bending your knee a little. not to force yourself, and stretch both arms forward to the end. Rotate the hands apart like tram is doing, and swing both arms backward as far as you can, and swing back to starting posture. Again, move apart, swing both arms backward a little, as much as you can, and then swing back to starting posture. The audience can repeat 2 or 3 times by the knees still bending until you feel enough to do. Then you can come back to the starting posture. Can you remember? Try with tram one more time. Watch at the arms. Stretch the arms forward to the end. Rotate the hands apart, swing back a little bit, and swing both arms back to starting posture. Do it again. Don't do overstretch. And when you complete the exercise at switch, strengthen up the body. Still for a few seconds. And as usual, remind of the turning point or a full moon floating amid inside your body. Sit down calmly with your inner peace.
The reading posture is very perfect. It seems to be affected the whole body, like knee, thigh, shoulders, and also the body balance.
Yes.
But for maximum benefit, how many times do you suggest us to do?
Well, as usual, that is moderate for yourself. Don't force yourself. Someone can do twice, someone can do more. Notice yourself. If you are tired, please stop.
But can we do it often?
Yes, and you can combine with the first and second posture by doing twice of each postures.
So each and every time we do, beware that not to be too tired.
Yes.
Yes, and please remind yourself while you do the movement to place your mind at the center.
Yes.
And make it crystal clear, like there is the moon inside. So, dear audience, please do it. You'll feel freshening up both body and mind. Meditation is something possible to practice in everyday life and in every movement. And that's it for today. Kun Laksmi and I have to say goodbye.
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ Thank you for watching Meditation for All. In the next edition, Reverend Nicholas will tell you how to psychologically handle the ups and downs of life and how to fine-tune your mind toward inner peace. Until then, keep a clear mind and have a bright week. See you next week. สวัสดีค่ะ